Okay, in this episode, we're going to be talking about this other bite that happens to this lady. Again, not a whole lot of background story with this particular case. You'll see in the video what happens. So, that right there is bad.
Ah! Oh my goodness.
What?
He just bit me.
What?
He just bit me.
Come here. For real?
Yes.
Okay, so what happened there is the dog clearly was not telling her, I am terrified of you. The angle was off. You can't see the dog's body language. All you see is kind of the bottom of its face. So there isn't a whole lot to tell us what's actually happening. Could the dog be potentially giving her appeasement signals prior to that bite? Could the dog potentially be telling her, back off, back off, back off? And then, hey dude, you're not listening to my signals, so let's just go ahead and make it a little more forceful. Or was this a correction? More like, bitch, stop annoying me type of thing. And dogs can definitely do one of those things. They can give you the signals over and over and over, and then they'll finally go, I've given you every signal that I possibly can, so now I'm going to bite you. I just want you as far away from me as possible. And sometimes it's more like, I don't really care if you're far away from me, I just don't want you in my face. And so the attitude is a little bit different. Okay, sometimes it's a little bit fearful, and sometimes it's more like, I'm going to put you in your place because you're just not getting this. Okay, and in either case, the dog is trying to communicate to the person, dude, leave me alone. This is something that a lot of people like to do. And I'll be honest with you, I myself do this occasionally. Okay, but I do it with dogs that I know, my own dogs. Okay, and I've been working with dogs for a long time, so I really understand body language, and I really understand when I'm pushing my boundaries, and I never push my boundaries. So with my dog Rust, I'm always playing with him, and I'm actually tugging with him, and I'm playing with the ball. And so part of the game that we play is sometimes I'm hugging him, and I'm having right here, and then we get to run around a little bit, and we play the game again. Okay, but I do this, I do it for me. Russ doesn't really need it. He doesn't need my face in his face. But I'm doing it, and I'm keeping in mind, okay, it's not bugging him, so I'm gonna do it. This is kind of part of the game. We're having a blast here. And then it's over, right? Then we move along, then we play the game again. By the game, I mean we do the obedience exercise. I do the same thing with Jax, my older dog, and it's the same thing. We'll play, and occasionally I love on him, and I want to hug him, and bits and pieces of it we're all kind of lean my face on his forehead, but again, I'm not pushing the issue. I'm not going over and over and over. This is something that we humans want to do. Our dogs, unless you really know body language, and unless you really know them and they really are comfortable with you, usually it's not something that the dog necessarily wants. Okay, again, it depends on the dog, it depends on the circumstances. I don't know about this dog that just bit this lady. Maybe they just adopted the dog. I don't know the background, so if you know the background story behind that video, then definitely comment and let me know. But very limited picture again, so we can't see the whole background story behind it. But again, going back to why do we like to put our face right against our dogs? Okay, and if you're gonna do that, make sure you have an idea of what it looks like when your dog is fed up with it. Also, never do it with a dog that you are just getting to know. Okay, don't do it with a dog that you're just now getting to know. And understand that dogs, even if you've known them for a very long time, it's not particularly something that they enjoy. Keep in mind that you're doing this for you. You're not doing it for the dog. So if you are going to do it for you, keep in mind that you don't push those boundaries too much, okay? Because at some point the dog might tell you, dude, fuck off, okay? And they'll tell us with subtle signals, but we are not typically good at reading subtle signals from dogs. And so we miss that, and then the dog goes, dude, back off. So we have to be very careful with that.